And look at what we got here. Fat boy on his chariot and on foot. The dreaded one. So dreaded. So spooky. So edgy. Dream and me. Green versus thee. And yeah, this is going to be the Orc Boar Rush. The one I've been loving so much. It's been doing me such good work. One I've probably should have done better with. Because Paunch is on the other side. And he should be there to give that extra charge bonus and immunity to those boys. But I figured, you know what? Let's see what happens. Let's see if we can cross-charge. Just going over everything here. Fellheart's abilities. My boy, Paunch. Reaper Bolt Thrower. Trying to deal with, I don't know. I don't know why you bring the Reaper Bolt Thrower besides monsters, I guess. But Paunch ain't no monster. He's a big boy, but he ain't no monster. You got these boys over here. You got the Sneaky Gits and those other boys. And Greenskins, I'm liking them. They're in a solid place right now. They're doing some work. And all that ammunition's being wasted because Paunch is just healing back up. Well, except for that. That was pretty solid damage. All that damage, actually. But we're going to try to break off anything we can. Do as much damage to what units we can. 500, that's not bad for a charge. That was pretty solid, Paunch. Look at him. Look at him go. And then we keep moving. Because we got the Boar boys coming in to provide even more nuisance. Yeah, those spears weren't ready, so they got charged right through. And these Boar boys, it's so beautiful. Charge them. Get them. Get them. Oh, we're going for his lines, baby. We're going for his back lines, front lines, everything. There ain't no stopping this stampede. Straight for the bolt throwers. Probably didn't need to, but it's fun to do it. We are all over him. Those Dark Riders are done. Yup, got beat by everything. We were just on top of Dream. All over him. Controlling all these. We didn't even go for the other side objective. Jeez, we just said, screw it. We're going to take these boys and we're going to take them to bank. The blood bank. Take the second objectives. Got some shades doing sneaky things. Not realizing I'm getting shot at. Those poor goblins, no. And yeah. Now, oh, hold on, let's get a good close-up of this beautiful duel. These big boys, look at those orcs. They're so wide compared to these elves, these skinny elves. Do some real work. Yeah, well, I'm not the biggest fan of bringing Wurzag. I know Wurzag is way better. And he probably would have been cheaper too than Paunch at 22, 24. Versus Wurzag, you can get him around like 18 to 21, maybe 22. Hell, if you took all the spells, you'd probably get him even higher. But anyways. Yeah, Paunch here, although not using him to the greatest effect, he is just being a nuisance. Wurzag would probably do the same, but not as effective. But Wurzag would do way more damage. He'd tear through a lot of these lines with just all the spells he's got. And then that would just army-wide buff all around and cause havoc. But the thing is, everyone always expects Wurzag. And I don't blame him. And with Wurzag, it's just too easy, you know. I've killed enough lore, or sniped enough lords with Wurzag, stone trolls, and whatever else I needed to. And it's just, I want to try other things. So if you don't mind, let me just have my fun with Paunch. Let me just capture all the objectives. Let me just cause all these problems. And a lot of factions really can't deal with the Boar Boy rush. It is rough. Technically 3 Boar Boys and then the one Savage Boar Boy. And then, yeah. Even though it's only, I think, 72, 78 speed on these Boars, they are just tanky. No, just 70 speed, wow. Or no, those are the big guns. 70 on the big guns. Even then, it's just bronze shields. Great charge. 40 charge is pretty solid. Or no, that's the Dark Riders. I think it's 40 or 48 charge on the regular boys. And they just trade up so well. And here we go. Black Orcs coming to town. Oh, one of my favorite, probably my favorite orc unit. Just the look, the feel. Hell, I based it off one of my characters just off Black Orcs. But I made him a Gish, so not exactly Black Orc, but still, a lot of fun. And what's not to love about these boys? Look at it. I mean, they're just all over the place. You can't really do much. Paunch is just a bastard. Look, you do all this damage, and with all these buffs, he's gonna grind you down eventually. Especially if you're a weakened unit. You don't really send Punch to anything big. You send him where you need him to. And boy, is he needed here. Oh my god, he's just destroying. And it's taking him forever. I mean, he's got 35 melee defense. He should be a lot easier to deal with, but that anti-infantry helps out a lot. And don't forget my goblins. Oh my god, that was a great charge. Jeez. 1900 damage on that. Right in the back. Ugh. I mean, if you can't deal with that... Honestly, we were talking about this after, me and Dream. He really... Malekith really should be the go-to. Malekith, with all his fear, his ability to hit other objectives, was really needed here. Felhard's solid if you want to just take one objective and hold it. The problem is it's so easy to outnumber him. And just try to grind through Boyz. That's too easy. Too easy. Especially when you got Black Orcs coming in doing all this nonsense. They don't give a shit. They'll tear through these bleak swords. No problem. And they are doing that. Even with arrows in their back, they'll deal with this quite nicely. I lost the second objective? Boo. Sending in more Black Orcs to deal with that and lock here. Or Felhard. However you want to call him. I'm not a judging. Deal with these spears out there on the move. And here he comes, the Paunch. Getting a nice little charge in there. Just chewing through those boys. Bleak Sword is going to mess with my poor Gobos. No. And eventually we're going to run out of steam. Although we still have those other Boar boys over in his spawn. Dealing with the rest of his units. We are just gutting them. And then here they come. 2 squig herds. I like 2 squig herds. I think 4 is a bit overkill. Maybe 3 if you know you need them. I didn't feel like I needed them here. I feel like I just needed something to mop up weakened units. And that's where squig herds really shine. Moderately armored. Or not moderately armored. Moderately modeled count at 40. Anti-infantry, solid charge. Yeah, pretty good at what they need to do. And here they come. Bleak Swords are disappearing. Jeez. 700 on that charge. Dark Riders, gone. From 1,000, soon to be none. Those Bleak Swords are done. Jeez. Yeah, this was a tough one. Real tough one. And then you have Paunch coming in. With his little gobbles riding. Yeah, that's right. Run away. Run away. To be fair, I ran away too. Yeah, I forgot about my boars over here, or Boar boys over here. They should be able to handle this. Spears charging in, which shouldn't be doing. They should probably be more on the objective instead of trying to pick a fight that they really can't win. Black Orcs holding out on the middle objective. Although I'm up in points, we are pretty dead even in value. That's the beauty of these Greenskins. They trade, and they trade well. And those poor shades, goodbye. No armor, no problem. And the Boar boys will just chew through them quite nicely. Hopefully send them out, break their leadership, and then deal with the rest of those spears, and that objective will be ours. Speaking of objective being ours, those Black Arc Corsairs are about to get destroyed. Sandwich time. It's a Boar boy sandwich. And those Corsairs are on the menu. Jeez. Just destroy them. Trying to get a look at them. Yeah. Full health, and now they're done. Speaking of done, bro, Paunch might be done too. Oh, those Dark Riders into those squigs. That's a problem. Yeah, it looks like he finished off my Black Orcs quite nicely. Oh, slow them down. Slow those Dark Riders down until these other Boar boys can get in there. Those Goblins are really helped. Those are real MVPs. Although there's not much left of them, they provide enough damage support. In my opinion, they provided enough damage support. And we still got Orcs coming in. Look at these Dark Riders all alone and all these Boars coming in. It is just a beautiful green tide. There's nowhere to run. Destiny comes, and it's over. And those stupid bolt throwers are going to be a problem, though. Well, let's eventually send some things down there. Once I send in these Skulkers to come clean up and take that objective. And Paunch is still alive. Wow. Boar boys, meet Dark Riders again. We're just going to charge in there, surround. Give Paunch some time to get out. And he is still alive at 400. Wow. He's still providing a buff even though he's broke? Wow. That thing lasts a while. 16 seconds. Oh, as long as he's a melee, that's why. Oh, okay. So that's why. Yeah, he just will not die. I don't know if Dark Riders were actually the ideal unit to send in. And speaking of Dark Riders, yeah, just so many Dark Riders. I think another Cold One Knight would have been fine. Dream did send in a Cold One Knight earlier. This is way early in the game, but eventually they got taken out. I mean, you send in 4 Boar Boys versus 1 Dark Rider. Cold One Knights. Dark Cold One Knights, I don't know what they're called. It's been a while since I played against Dark Elves. And yeah, that sheer amount of value, my Boars, it's going to be done. Little guy was helping out their big boy Paunch, and yeah, Dark Riders lost in that trade. Spears coming in, but they're going to get eaten by squigs, and we're just going to get out of there and meet up those Dark Riders just to eat them up. And at this point, being triple capped, I think we're going to be fine. So yeah, I'm going to finish off these Dark Riders. Yeah, definitely should have got more Cold One Knights. I think we mentioned that after. Something to deal with a lot of these boys, but there's just so many, and they trade so well. It's really tough. I still think Malekith would have been solid with all this nonsense. I mean, fearing away a lot of these boys. And look at this. This is why I love Nasty Skulkers. You think you're going to get something? Nope. Denied. And they just chewed through those poor Dark Riders. Yeah, there's not much Dream can do here. It's triple capped. We're up in value. We have more units. And we still have value to come. We're going to shoo away his shards with Skulkers of all units. And yeah, just a beautiful display for the Greenskins. Love my Greenskin buddies. And yeah, there's just not much a lot can do. I don't know. Just thinking about this. Yeah. It can be rough. I don't know how I feel about I definitely think the Bleak Swords aren't bad, but definitely needed more Spearmen. But they're so easily outmaneuver. I think a drop in Dark Riders would have been fine. Especially the bow ones. I think the bow ones just suck. They're so easy to shoo away. They really do have a niche. And the Boar Boys are one of their weaknesses, because you can just maneuver around them. They got shields, and they straight destroy them. So yeah, probably could have dropped a couple of those Dark Riders with bows. And we would have been fine. I do like the Shades. They're great for sniping and taking objective. But with so many nasty Skulkers, it can be rough. And you have to get close. And by the time it gets close, then you're chased off. And Paunch is somehow still alive, triggering off his bugged ability. Because he's not melee. And only does it in melee. So yeah, sorry Dream, sorry to do it to you. But we're going to finish up here quick and then move on to the value. Yep. And we will get going because it is over now. GG's, GG's. Alright, what do we got here? Paunch, how good were you? Yeah, you were alright. Definitely didn't pay for yourself, but provide enough distraction. But the Boar Boys, though. Some pay for themselves, but I resummoned some of them, so it is what it is. And the boys, though. Boys did pretty solid. Although I did resummon some of these. Goblins, I don't think I resummoned any of them, so they did pretty solid for what they're worth. May have resummoned 1 or 2. I don't remember. It is what it is. And yeah, I'm liking what I see. All my boys did pretty solid. At least the ones I got summoned. I have a caster, I never bring them in. I'm always too busy just sending my opponent back in his spawn. That's usually the strat. I'm aware. I am aware. Looking at it now. Man. Yep. Sorry, Dream. Sorry to do this to you. But yeah, if you guys like that, please like, sub, follow me here and on Twitter so we can get that Dream to 500, get things going with other stuff. And yeah, and with all that said, y'all have a good one. Peace, and goodbye for now.